The female mind never fails to surprise me. I mean, there must be a limit to how delusional an individual can be, right? Nope, that is a foreign concept to modern women. They never learn from their mistakes and adapt. It's always the same vicious cycle on repeat. The definition of insanity is doing the same act over and over again, hoping for different outcomes. Despite how many men tell women no man will put a ring on a 304 with a filthy past, they somehow think what's between their legs is so special it will hold a man down. The problem boils down to having lack of vision and not being able to think ahead. I mean, I call it critical thinking, but you call it what you want.
Hi guys, just a daily reminder that I ain't never seen a man that I fucking need, bitch. You're all replaceable, don't ever get too comfortable, and don't ever think otherwise. You're a guest in this household, and you can be kicked out just as quickly as you were welcomed in.
When they're young and hot, they're living the best life and it's all, we don't need no man. Then the wall comes in like,
surprise, motherfucker.
I don't care what nobody fucking says. I'm not a motherfucking city girl. I miss my fucking man, and you need to come home now. So if you see this, babe, I miss you. Come home.
Yeah, it's not the same girl, but you get the point. They always end up full of regret and bitter later on.
You were on the show 2 months ago, is that correct?
Yeah.
Any situations springing up in that time period? Any infidelity, because clearly,
No, actually, I've tried to go on dates. I've been going on dates, but I've been going on dates, but it doesn't really get past the first date.
It doesn't get past the sexual intercourse?
No, I've been I have not been having sex.
Really?
I'm really trying to date for marriage now.
Huh?
What kind of fans do you do?
I've done everything.
So wait,
what are you doing now?
This is a really important question. Right now, is there guy-girl content of you and another dude that's up that you're selling while you're looking for another dude?
Yes.
You understand how that might be a conflict?
Yes. I don't necessarily tell them that right away.
Okay, if you start
so you allow them to discover it on their own. Got it.
If you start seriously dating another guy and he asks you specifically, he doesn't even want you to take your whole OF down, but he wants the guy-girl content of you with another dude taken down off your page, would you do it?
If I felt he could be my husband, yeah.
What would he have to do? What would he have to be to be that high? Like, you know what? I think I'm going to take down my OnlyFans.
I'm waiting for like that rom-com moment where I'm like, oh my God, I've known you my whole life. And I haven't felt that, but if I felt like that.
Do you understand how any man with any boundaries whatsoever is not going to find that acceptable? Like, do you understand that? Like, I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm trying to be as non-judgmental of you as possible. There is no fucking way that a dude is going to be there like, oh, what does she do? Oh, mom, check it out. She sells, porn of her fucking some other dude on her OF. That's going to be a problem. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, unless you find a cuck, you're not going to find a man.
Yo, do not talk about it.
Already started.
I do not co-sign on that.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Disavow.
All right, okay, unless you find a cuck, I don't think someone's...
You got speak closer to the mic, please.
Unless you find a cuck.
You got to talk shit about people, you got to talk into the mic.
Unless you find a cuck.
Yo, was on his way over here. The way this girl be talking. Sneako's on the way over here.
He can sit in the chair over there.
No, he needs to sit in the chair next to you so you can say that shit to his face.
Okay, no, but he sits in the cuck chair. You got to understand. You got to sit right there. All right, but unless you find like a cuck or someone who really doesn't have respect for themselves, you might not find a good man. You'll find a man, but you might not find the man you're looking for. I mean, you're really pretty, honestly. Like, I'd hit, but
she would hit.
I would hit.
Look, it's really hard because my mom tells me this all the time, but I love like working for myself and making a lot of money, and this is the way that I.
You got tattoos.
Get away from that money.
Show the tats.
All right, we'll show the tats. Yeah, so this is the way that I found to do that, to make a lot of money and just do whatever I want. But at the end of the day, I do really want love. So
you're aware of the conundrum that you've put yourself in.
How
just
high
what I'm
a
saying is you're not being
priority is
delusional
that?
about it.
Like, where on the list of things, like OnlyFans, finding love, marriage, where's the marriage and the finding love at? You said you want a relationship, right?
I do. I want to find love more than anything, but like to quit OnlyFans, just hoping that's
part of anything.
Also, I think I do hope that if it's my person, like in the movies, if it happens, like I'm the most incredible person in the world to them, right? So I would think that they would not that they would love me no matter what. That's what I would hope.
You know what?
You realize that's a fairy tale, right?
I know I believe in fairy tales, and I don't know if it's going to exist for me.
Don't you want a guy that says, get off of that?
Yeah.
That would
You mean
say,
like if
you
he
don't
gave me the
deserve
money
that. I mean, is that what you want? Is that what you're looking for?
I don't want to do nothing. That's the thing.
Well, you don't have to do nothing. Like, as in nothing on OnlyFans or nothing like...
No, like, I don't want a man to just be like, all right, I'm going to save you and then give me all this money and then I just sit around doing nothing. Like,
do you want to have kids? Like, do you want to build a life with somebody?
And that's something I don't really... I don't know yet how that's going to work. I don't know how having kids and doing... I haven't thought that.
You're OnlyFans? You're OnlyFans? Mm-hmm. OnlyFans?
Hell no.
Just you two. That's it.
Just us? Okay.
She doesn't want to do nothing, so instead of getting a respectable, normal job or even being a mother, she'd rather get stretched out. You can't make this shit up. Let's take a look at the comments. She's been on the show a couple of times, and she seems like a genuinely nice girl. It's too bad she sold herself to simps on the internet. That's the world we live in. Even the innocent, shy-looking average girl is selling herself online. In all honesty, a true nice girl would not be selling herself online, would actually have dignity and self-respect to not being doing something like this. She has already chosen the easy money from simps on OF above finding love, getting a husband, and having a stable family. She doesn't even know it yet, but she made her choice. Exactly, but reality will catch up to her when her looks fade and her OF dries up and she's alone in a big house surrounded by a herd of cats. Her choices are 1. Make money on OF, or 2. Find a man who will give her a bucket load of money. Yup, that's a modern life problem. Women are always waiting for that rom-com moment, that fairy tale moment when the hype knight rides in and sweeps her off her feet. Too many of these girls grow thinking life is a Disney movie and every story ends in a song and finding the man of your dreams. It's full-on delusion. Life isn't a fairy tale. Relationships take hard work and are two-way streets. If you are expecting someone to come in, do everything for you, give you everything you want, and be rescued, you are more than likely going to be very alone for a very long time. More men are waking up to the truth. No guy in their right mind is going to take her home to wife her, and if there is a simp out there that's going to fall for her nice girl charm, I pity that fool. What's the point of a hot chick who is, at the same time, combative, argumentative, and cuts you off every time you say something she doesn't agree with? Well, some women are average, but still get lots of men despite being terrible people. You know, average women with bad attitudes still get lots of attention and can get away with everything they do, until a man puts them in their place.
You're very loud and obnoxious and you're rude and you're full of a lot. No, I'm talking right now. You had your chance. I'm gonna talk. When I'm done, you talk. That's equality, right?
Keep going.
Listen, if you pay attention to me, when I put her in her place, notice how she gets right in line. When I'm just like, hey, stop talking, listen. I'm doing the work her father should have done when she was being raised.
Right, it's true.
And, you know, I was telling her, like, how have you gotten 21 years through your life like this and no one's punched you in the face for acting like this? Like, man or woman, like, you're going down a wrong path.
Hey, God bless this man. That girl probably had a permissible father and had never been confronted before going to this podcast. Or, who knows, maybe she was raised by a single mom and that's why she's like that and has such a high body count. Notice that's her own words, not something I made up. This average-looking woman does have a high body count, but no conversational skills at all. Modern women think they deserve everything that comes to their mind and feel free to disrespect men. Shockingly, speaking with them is like speaking to a wall, because they hardly change their position even if they know they're wrong. The only circumstances under which they'd listen and stop opening their mouths to do something that is not shaming men or sucking is when a man with his stuff together educates them. Back in the day, women were more modest and families were a thing, so a woman would be respectful and have a good relationship with her parents and other male figures. But these days, a woman like that is very rare, as opposed to combative women who want to show off their right by cutting you off every time you say something they don't agree with. This is every African parent's biggest fear, people saying their child lacks home training. Hey, the West can say whatever they want about Africa, poor, undeveloped, and whatnot, but in reality, since modernity and other crazy movements are not that successful there, a kid with poor manners will be a disgrace for their family. Let that sink in. She actually sounded turned on the way she said keep going. Women might say they want a yes man, aka a man who puts her on a pedestal and allows her to be liberated by hitting the club and posting provocative pics on social media. However, when a man enforces boundaries and she can't do anything but accept them because the man's vision is better, she just follows the lead, as she was supposed to in the first place. We need the meme of the "I'm the captain now" changed to "Look at me, I'm your daddy now." Society is trying to destroy the father figure day in and day out. When a household has no father figure, you know what happens. Among other things, girls become stupid and combative and get their body counts through the roof, if not an unexpected kid. This man's lesson showcases how important fathers are and, yeah, how obnoxious modern women can get. Stay tuned for more daily content. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.